Last week I told you guys I'd be having the last section talking about movies. We're going to start that up next week. I'm sorry. We're going to have the last segment be reel to reel, which is going to be actually about movies, somewhat, and that I go see. And Kyle's not obligated to go see movies, but if he goes and sees them, we'll talk about the movies he sees. We did have it where we go see the movies together, but just
we go see together again.
No, I don't like to watch movies with you. I'm not gonna lie. It's like
all right. It's because I'm white.
It's exactly what it is. It's you're Mexican.
Yep.
It's because you're Mexican.
Yep.
And I'm white.
Yep. That's it.
But anyway, now me and Kyle have not transportation, but we live far apart. So this is our medium where we meet each other most of the time. So I understand that. But yeah, we might go see something together. We might go see something at the same time. We might be on FaceTime watching movies through theaters and just being loud in theaters talking to each other. You never know. We do crazy stuff like that, Rico,
that would be weird as heck. I'm sitting there watching a video.
What do you think about that part? Was that something we talk about?
Hey, tell the girl in the front to keep it down.
Yeah, right. But anyway, that's going to be the last segment starting next week. So we thank you guys for that. I also have a couple, two announcements to make, actually, about a fundraiser that we're having for the Henry Pratt shootings. We're going to have a fundraiser at the Aurora Tap House, which is in Aurora, Illinois, and sponsored by Darrell Williams. He's one of the sheriffs that was on location there in the gang unit, so he's going to be there having that. And also we have a meet and greet for Mr. Williams on Thursday, the 14th, if you come out and meet him tomorrow at 5:30 at the Tap House. Just ask him some questions about that if you'd like to, or ask him some questions about him running for alderman in the city of Aurora. So where the city of Aurora, the lovely mayor, Richard Cardell Irving is the mayor. If you want to go out there, and Rico's reaching out to the suburbs sometimes. And we live out there in the suburbs, me and you.
The burbs.
The far west suburbs.
The cornfields.
Well, that's called the farther west suburbs. We're the far west suburbs.
Oh, yeah, far west suburbs.
We're out there, we're about 30 minutes from Chicago to an hour from Chicago, depending on how you drive. I think Kyle lives further than me, but he'll probably get to Chicago in 20 minutes from DeKalb.
Yep.
I'm not saying that's bad.
I speed. I'm a lead-foot. I am. Yes, I'm a lead-foot. I get that from my mother. She's the one that taught me how to do burnouts.
Great.
So I blame my mother, but
So your mom has a lead foot?
Huh?
Your mom has a lead foot.
Oh, God, yeah.
Wooden leg?
Yeah.
Wooden leg?
Pretty much. Yeah, I
haven't met Kyle's parents, so.
It's very, unless you go to Mexico, you probably won't, but she hates it up here. She's not Mexican, she's American, and she's a lovely woman, by the way.
She lives in Mexico?
Yeah, she lives in Mexico.
And she's American?
Huh?
And she's American?
Yes.
And she does not like America?
Well, no, she doesn't. It's not that she doesn't like it, it's just too cold up here.
Oh, okay.
It's just too cold up here for the winter.
I heard Mexico has a lot of, no laws.
Yeah.
It's like
no, this is going to sound
it's like every man for himself kind of mentality.
No, this is going to sound very bad, but it's pretty much like what people say up here about, you just said there's no laws, right? Well, there's no laws for Mexicans. But if you're white,
they have laws.
They have laws. You can't do this. You can't do that. I got pulled over one time
for being
driving the wrong way into a gas station where there was an entrance that was pretty much an entryway or an exit, depending on how you go in. And I pulled into this gas station, and the cop pulled me over, and he was speaking in Spanish, and my Spanish wasn't as good as it is now, but it was when I was first down there.
Yeah.
And so I had the people that I picked up translate it for me, and they translated it for me, and I looked at the cop right in the face, and I said, "Are you serious? I think I might have dropped an F-bomb in there, but I almost did right now on the radio, but I didn't." But it's kind of like, okay, yeah, you were speeding, okay, you have 100 pesos, 200 pesos, all right.
Now I got a gram of weed though. I just picked out of there.
It's like, hey, I got a little bit of Mexican dirt weed, but yeah, it's just like you can buy yourself out of stuff a lot easier than you can here. Obviously, if you kill somebody, it's more severe. If you rob or if you do something that's very, what's the word?
Illegal.
Yeah. I mean, but I mean, they have their head turn policy.
Okay.
Right? I mean, it's corrupt. It's corrupt.
All right, let's get back on task, as we always do. We drift sometimes. We drifted down to Mexico.
But that was your fault. You started talking about laws and stuff about
Mexico. Do you want to hit one last topic before we go off the air, or did you want to?
Oh, I got a bunch of topics we could talk about.
Well, what about free agent? Well, no, we'll talk about, maybe we'll talk about free agency next week, or do you want to hit a little bit of it today? Because I heard the Bears were doing a lot of saving of money to try to get the running back, Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell.
Where did he end up going?
He ended up going to the New York Jets, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, late last night he went to the Jets, and Odell Beckham went to the Cleveland Browns.
The Browns, yeah, I do know that. Yep.
But now you realize, since we touched on the Browns a little bit, let me pull this up real quick for you.
They got a lot of people now.
All right, this is their starting offense.
Kareem Hunt, yeah.
All right, at quarterback they got Baker Mayfield.
Yep.
At running back they got Kareem Hunt.
Okay.
At the other running back they got Nick Chubb. They also have Duke Johnson. But at wideout they got Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry
from the Dolphins.
Yes. They are not playing around.
My cousin might have a slot down there in Miami now. They got rid of a lot of receivers in Miami.
The Browns have been the laughingstock of the league for way too long.
They have, and I'm looking at the Browns leading, going up there, and also the Raiders. My Raiders are looking pretty good.
The Raiders got Antonio
Brown.
Bell. Or Antonio Brown, sorry.
Steelers, yep.
Antonio Brown, you got... I was not surprised.
I was surprised they got him, actually, after they got rid of...
I was not surprised.
I was.
Because of the fact that the Raiders have such a rich history with wideouts, right?
They're more like running backs, I thought.
Well, I mean, they have obviously the defense and and
Marcus Allen's
Marcus Allen, Bo Jackson, if you want to go back, and they had Michael Westbrook for a while, but when I think of Tim Brown, Jerry Rice. I mean, I know Jerry Rice wasn't homegrown Raider, but he brought them
from San Francisco. Yeah, he was at the Bay. He was right there.
Yeah. Also, Rocket Ismail.
Yep.
Played a little bit for the
Notre Dame. Notre Dame aspect. Notre Dame guy.
Yeah, Notre Dame.
Rocket.
There's
ended up in the CFL, didn't he?
I believe so. I believe he ended up in the CFL. I can't remember where he went.
The Argonauts.
Yes, yeah, the Toronto Argonauts, right?
Yeah, he was a punt returner.
But the Raiders, yeah, I mean they're making moves.
Yeah,
I'm not saying.
I'm not sold on the Raiders. Give me no, but I'm the number one fan. But I'm the number one fan of the Raiders. I was mad as hell when they got rid of Khalil Mack and gave him to your Northern Illinois Bears.
Northern Illinois Bears. I like that. Northern Illinois Bears, not the Chicago Bears. The Northern Illinois.
I don't even think people in Chicago like the Bears.
Oh my God! I think the Chicago loves the Bears.
I think people in Northern
Nagy did.
I think Northern Illinois people like the Bears more than the actual people in Chicago.
But the Bears.
Because really, are people that live in downtown Chicago? Are they even from Chicago?
A lot. Well, I mean, the people that actually live downtown.
I said they're from like other countries, other cities, because
it depends on where you go. If you go to
the South Side, West Side, of course.
Yes.
But I mean, you go downtown Chicago, nobody's from Chicago.
I mean, you go to the Magnificent Mile, or you go to, what is that, North Loop, or
those are people that come from different countries, different places to live in Chicago, and also professional team athletes that live in Chicago. They're not from Chicago.
Doctors, actors.
Yeah, they're not from Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, they're not necessarily. Well, I mean, some could be from Chicago.
A couple.
But I think it's more of I live in Chicago now, not that I'm from Chicago.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell people it's like I'm from a burb of Chicago. I'm from St. Charles, Illinois.
I'll tell them I'm from the B.
You know.
Dirty B.
Dirty B.
Bat Cave.
Dirty B.
Batcavia.
I mean, it's
B-Town bound.
It's, it's kind of crazy. As we're, going to close out here, it's kind of crazy. We sit here, on Wednesday night at 7:51.
Yo, Hump Day Brothers.
Yeah, exactly. I'm only on evolutionpop.com.
630-230-1744.
But, I think to myself, what is going to go down in the next week? I mean, we have, spring training already, heating up. Spring training to me is like, all right, cool. You get to see some of your guys. I think it's going to be a good year of baseball. It's going to be exciting.
Very.
I'm kind of hoping the Padres and the Phillies bomb, just because of the fact of what they paid for.
They did pay a lot.
Machado and Harper. Just so the fact that
the one person cannot do it all.
Exactly. Well, look at the Lakers and LeBron. This is the first time in 8 seasons.
He will not make the playoffs.
And I'm absolutely loving it. I think with the day
he's watching the playoff with the Bulls. Imagine that.
Yeah. LeBron was bragging last night about beating the Bulls, but all the Bulls players were like we tanked. It's like we
didn't want to beat you, dummy.
It's like we want to lose. It's like they had a 20-point lead. It's just because of the fact they got lucky somehow.
Yeah.
It just
we're not supposed to be making these behind the back shots and stuff like that.
it was kind of funny because you see the reaction of the players of the Bulls, and they're just like, all right, cool, we lost.
Yeah.
They're not disappointed. They're not mad. They're like,
they want to get this season over with.
Yeah, they want to get their season over with, but they know they're in a rebuild. Yeah. And I don't necessarily like the rebuild of the Bulls, of how it's going. I don't trust Garpax.
I think that they get fired by the end of the year. I'd be happy.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think it's the coach. When they fired Horberg at the beginning of the year, I was very surprised, and I was like, it's not Horberg. Yeah. It's Garpax, and I think it needs to be a change.
Yeah.
And Reinsdorf needs to get out of there too, but I don't think Reinsdorf ever will though.
He's the owner. He's the owner. He worries about the White Sox. He's not worried about the Bulls.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying though. He needs to get somebody in there that actually cares about the Bulls and,
that's his Bulls socks,
bring
baby.
back pride to the.
That's his Bulls socks. His Bulls socks.
Yeah, because
it's BS.
Exactly, BS.
Bull socks.
Yes.
Once again, we are on evolutionpop.com. It's been nice talking to you. It's about that time. 630-230-1744. Call the line. Leave a message for Rico Gee or Kyle the Freakin' again. And
St. Patty's Day is coming up on Sunday.
St. Patty's Day, yeah. Let's keg and eggs.
Keg and eggs.
Full moon.
Irish chicks.
Full moon keg and eggs with Mr. Judd Mason.
Speaking of which, speaking of St. Patrick's Day and Irish, have you ever heard an Irish girl? Not that's actually like, hey, my family heritage is Irish.
Mm-hmm.
The people that live in Ireland, have you ever heard an Irish lady speak?
Nope.
Oh my God. It is the sexiest thing you would ever hear in your life.
You heard it here first.
We'll
talk about it next week.
It was awesome. Well, something else might happen next week by the Ubers, but it was awesome. Just go here. Go YouTube it. Do something.
Yeah. Irish lady speaks.
Yes.
Sexiest voice in the world.
Yes.
From Cal.
They are sexy. All you Irish women that hear me out there, you guys are sexy. Keep it up. I love you. I love all women. I love everybody. I'm not going to sit here and hate. But we be doing it, though.
All right. Good night, and God bless everyone.